Yeah. Hey. We're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the United Way. Today, we're going to be going through all your latest Manchester United news, including dressing room saga, Ronaldo, Garner, Jong, literally everything. It's been a crazy day. Obviously, I hope you're all doing well. If you're a United fan and you're watching this, I hope you've got over the defeat against Brentford that we had on Saturday night. Wasn't the most exciting one, but let's hope we can finally actually sign players, find form, and yeah, it would be a God's gift, wouldn't it, if we could actually sign players and do well for once. I know it's a big ask, it's Man United, everything's a big ask these days, which is a bit of a shame, but what can you do? But I mean, what the Liverpool game now coming up. Just going to talk a bit about the Glazers actually. The Liverpool game coming up at Old Trafford this day next week. We play Monday Night Football, so obviously people are planning on boycotting the game. We've talked about it on this channel now for a while, and we're all wondering whether people will turn up or not. I don't think every United fan will boycott the game. I do think there will be United fans in the stadium supporting United, obviously. But I don't know. It'd be definitely a weird if it'd be a weird. But I mean, listen, I don't know. I think the only way you can get the Glazers out of this club is if you buy the Glazers out. These protests are not going to scare the Glazers by any means. And I mean, listen, when you have all that money, you kind of, nothing's scared. You can pay your way out of trouble. And the Glazers, the thing is about the Glazers, they know how to pay their way out of trouble. I hate the Glazers, I really do. And the thing is, what they do to us, and I hate what they do to us, is they definitely know how to definitely, distract us. Which, as I said, bit, it's a bit weird all the same. You don't know what to expect. You don't know whether, will this game be protested? And I'll be surprised if they protest the game. I'll be surprised. Listen, it's like last time when during COVID there was a big protest. It was Liverpool game. Then we had one a while after that. No one turned up, so that kind of worries you. But does that mean that the Glazers will leave if we do protest? If you go back to Saturday's watch along, me and Leo did it, and we had this for the rest of the game. And we'll definitely have that for the Liverpool game as well, with the scoreline. We'll be doing a watch along for that. We'll have scoreline and the Glazers out beside it. And listen, I know, the Glazers, we know what they're about. We know this club, the players at the club have to just perform. They're not performing. Ten Hag doesn't know what's going on. But is it just it'd be surprised, these players, these are professional football players, and if they can get distracted by this Glazer thing, listen, if you're, as I said, if you're professional, you're professional for a reason, because you don't let things like that bother you. But if they do let things like that bother them, well, then we're going to be in trouble. But we're going to get stuck in a lot of crazy stuff this morning about Ronaldo, dressing room leaks again happening. Are we gonna have another saga? It will be a bit of a weird one if that does happen. Dressing room leaks happening again. We thought we got rid of the players that left us in the summer. We thought that they were the leaks, but no. But we'll start off with Cristiano Ronaldo's behaviour. It's been described as selfish and damaging by some teammates. There are days, this is a bit of a stupid one, but there are days where Ronaldo eats lunch alone in the canteen at Carrington while he has been been saying flapping his arms about and training and attempting to argue against the high pressing approach favoured by Ten Hag. It is now thought Ten Hag will be open to allowing Cristiano Ronaldo to leave the club, but only if Man United recruit in the forward position. So yeah, dressing room leaks again happening. Rahul, Glaciers won't go. Get a billionaire at the contest, then there is a chance, or else I'm not too sure Glaciers care about any protest. They have been through it a lot of time. They're pure businessmen. Spot on, spot on. But yeah, Ronaldo, crazy one. I mean, I never thought Mr. Ronaldo would be our main problem. I'm not saying he is, but it's basically everything seems to be about Cristiano Ronaldo, which is a bit upsetting. We like Ronaldo, we do. Obviously, he's not fancy playing for us at the moment. We know that, but what's this? Akinola Ale Lacan. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but I'm sorry. But we have a good comment as Manchester United fan. This is heartbreaking, but we have to stay strong and hope for the best. What I could say is that they should give Ten Hag free hand to operate. Yeah, well, they're not really getting behind Ten Hag. They're not backing Ten Hag, the Glazers. Listen, we are as fans, we're backing Ten Hag. We know we've started to realise that the managers really aren't the problem. It's either the players or the Glazers. It's one or the other. I know some managers can have a bad influence on some things, but Ten Hag's only he's only new. He's not at the club a while, so you wouldn't think that he'd cause the problems. But I mean, we have Ronaldo here now. A lot of talk around him that he is, Ten Hag would allow him to leave. His behaviour has been described as selfish and damaging by some teammates. You think with Ronaldo, who is literally a leader, and the players are complaining that he's about his behaviour. So obviously some teammates, not all, but that could be all. I don't know. It could be media. Backing the players again. But I mean, I'll be like, I am worried about this club. I'm worried about the players. I mean, we've seen Ronaldo against Brentford the other day. I mean, listen, does he care anymore? I mean, he said he's wanted to go. So, I mean, I know club has really been interested in him. So you can't really say, well, it's not like, a club really hasn't come and asked for Ronaldo or wanted Ronaldo. Yeah, I know Chelsea, but they don't want them. Bayern, Sporting wasn't big. We knew he was ever going to go back there. Yeah, he still wants to play for the top clubs. And if Ronaldo does stay at this club, I hope he realizes, you can't blame the club. Ten Hag literally said that he would be open to allowing Ronaldo to leave. So if Ronaldo wants to leave, this is his time to shine. This is Ronaldo's time to say, right, I'm gone. I'm out of here. Thanks for signing me back. Really, really appreciate it. But I'm out of here, and I don't really want to play for you again. Just sources close to some United first team players say there was a huge dressing room argument at the club's Carrington training complex on Thursday. That was from Samuel Luckhurst, who's very close to the club. So it was a huge dressing room argument at Carrington on Thursday, says Samuel Luckhurst. So we're back to square one again. We're back to last season. Has last season ended? I mean, what are we still last season? Are we still? I don't know. I mean, it seems like we're just carrying last season into this season. Nothing's changed. Nothing's really improved. Well, things have changed. We got a new manager and 3 signings in Sandro Martinez, Ericsson, and Malacia. So, I mean, Ten Hag's probably the biggest improvement there, biggest change there. And you do worry about this club. You worry about, there's just big arguments now. I mean, what happened a while ago? That was meant to be a big fight between two well-known, popular players at Man United. That was a few months back before this last season ended, and now we're here. And now there was an argument. And there was an argument, at Carrington's dressing room on Thursday. So, I mean, is I worried? Could this be the Glazers getting to them? Could it be the pressure, new management? Fans are expecting more from them. Do they want to play for the club? Let us know in the comments what you think of this. More dressing room leaks happening once again. So yeah, I mean, it was the fight between God knows who, but yeah. But Eric Ten Hag's decision to retain Harry Maguire as captain is not fully supported by the squad, with a number of high-profile players still sceptical of Maguire's rank and its privilege of a starting role. Now, we all said it, that we don't know why Harry Maguire is still captain. He's not a good captain. He's literally championship level. Like, Maguire is not a player that you'd be like, oh yeah, let's play him. He'll sort us out. Yeah, he'll improve us. No, we're not being improved at all. Harry Maguire still being captain is like, look, like, you have the hater, and I would have said Ronaldo, but he doesn't seem too happy at the club, so I'd want to give it to someone that would appreciate it. Harry Maguire is just lucky to being, like, the only reason why Harry Maguire is being picked to start every game is because he's the captain. But Liverpool have captains. Henderson, he be their main one, and he doesn't start some games. So you have to have second hand captains. You have to have a second and third choice captain. You have to have backups. Everyone has a backup. Man United don't have a backup for a captain. A lot of people would have said Ronaldo. As I said, you probably don't want him now because he's not really happy. So it's either between De Gea or Bruno, and I'd give it to De Gea, someone that's been at the club longer. Rahul Maguire is just highly regarded in the club. There are too many tentacles around him vouching for him. It's hard to put him down and bench him, but at the end of the day, it's on Ten Hag. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why he's still picked though. Is he seeing something in Maguire that we don't see? Because whatever he's seeing in Maguire, I'd love to see it. Because I don't see any improvement in Maguire or the club, to be honest. It is desperate stuff. Cristiano Ronaldo's desire to leave Man United has also contributed to a fraud atmosphere in the first team squad, with some teammates hopeful he will leave, as they believe the atmosphere would improve. So a lot of players aren't happy with Ronaldo. They'd rather him leave, and the morale would go up again. I mean, could that have been the reason why we played okay and we played well in pre-season, because Ronaldo wasn't there? Did we play him in the first game? No, we didn't play Ronaldo at Brighton. He came on in the second half. But I don't know, could Ronaldo just being it around the players? Is that an excuse? Is it just, I don't know. I mean, we should live life like Ronaldo isn't at the club, even though he's here. But we should just, because he's either going to leave. If he doesn't leave now, I don't know what. I'd be surprised if if the morale goes up with Ronaldo still being at the club, which is a bit of a shame saying that about Ronaldo, but he's not happy. So what can you do? But yeah, I mean, let's hope that it's all crap, but I don't know. You can't blame Ronaldo. He is professional. There's something called professional pride, which none of these players have. They don't have a competitive spirit like Ronaldo. Yeah, well, that's one thing. Yeah, that's definitely one thing. That's what I'm kind of thinking there. Like, you can't blame it on Ronaldo. It's just an excuse, just to back up everyone else. Which I don't know why you would want to do that, but I mean, it's just, it is weird stuff at the end of the day. We're blaming players, and we should, instead of blaming players, maybe sign players, because that's actually one reason why Ronaldo isn't happy, is because of our transfer window. It's not been the best. So yeah, I mean, that's one thing. I mean, I'm not happy with our transfer window. No other fan is. So I don't know. We're definitely in the same boat as Ronaldo on that part. But the rest, I don't know what Ronaldo, I don't know why he'd want to leave, but he says something that we don't. And listen, I do wish him the best of luck if he does leave, but I'd be surprised if he leaves in the summer, because no club has really been interested in him. Chelsea came out saying they don't really want them. Bayern have said the sale. Sporting, as I said, only a few day thing, nothing too big. So yeah, you wouldn't really, be like, oh, he's gonna leave to go to Sporting. Ronaldo still wants to play for the top clubs while he has the legs and the focus and the head for it as well. Uh, Manchester United have agreed a £15 million, rising to £20 million for Adrian Rabiot. 9 days ago, and negotiations for personal terms with his mother, Veronica, are ongoing, says Samuel Luckhorst. Rahul, if Ronaldo was the problem and this club is far gone, it's far worse than it actually seems on the surface. The club will clearly not progress with the Glazers. Exactly. So we have agreed a deal with Rabiot, personal terms, negotiations. Seem to be ongoing, so he seems to be going to be a new Manchester United player. I do not want Rabiot at the club, but my opinion doesn't matter. If whoever United sign, I can't say no because they're not going to say, oh well, Dean said no, so we're not going to sign so and so. They have a player. They want to sign them, they will. And it is a bit of a shame, and at the end of the day, but what can you do when we haven't got we us fans don't have a say in signings like this? If the Glazers is going, we just have no say. I know I get a lot of the fans saying the Glazers gave you the players you wanted. Well, not really. Not really. They've been just alternatives, and we would like Ronaldo. We would like De Jong, or would like this player, that player. We're not going to get these players. We're not going to get top class players anytime soon, anyways. I'm not expecting De Jong to happen. We will talk about him, but I'm not expecting De Jong to happen anytime soon. If it does, would it be happy days? I don't think so. I think it'd be just okay, fair enough. He's our player, so I don't know why he came to us in the end. But yeah, Rabiot is just not a Man United player, just like Fred. Ten Hag has to blame. Ten Hag has to take the blame on this one, but also the transfer team, i.e. John Moore to Rabiot, is not bad, but he won't win us anything. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Ten Hag said it the other day, he will take responsibility for some things, but the players should, help him at least, the players, Ten Hag can't win trophies on his own. The players have to help him, have to back him, and we're just not getting that at the moment, which is it's sad, but I mean, in fairness to Ten Hag, he's speaking the truth. But let's just hope he can just say, right, here's what we're going to do. This, that. But yeah, Rabiot is a bit of a stupid signing. But yeah. Just a bit more. United's glacial movement in the transfer market is one of the reasons behind Ronaldo's eagerness to leave. Don't blame me there, Ronnie. None of us are happy. So yeah. But then Rob Dawson has said Man United remain adamant that Cristiano Ronaldo will not leave before deadline day, despite growing concerns that he wishes to leave. It's becoming a negative influence on the squad. Maybe that's one reason why he wants to leave, because he doesn't want to ruin us. Maybe he just doesn't feel like he doesn't feel himself anymore. I don't know. I can't speak for Ronaldo. I can only tell you Sinews and give my opinions on it. I like Ronaldo will leave us someday, and I will hate him leaving, but we can't do anything about it. He's professional. He's won a lot of trophies, and he's old enough to make his own decisions. So yeah, here's a big one. Manchester United are ready to offer Jamie Vardy a 1-year deal. United have made their terms to Vardy clear that they will only sign him on a 1-year deal. This is from Cut Offside. I mean, I don't know why we would want Vardy. He's 33, 34. He's not young. I don't know why we would want him on a 1-year deal. I don't know why he'd want to come to us on a 1-year deal. He's probably he probably still wants to say at a club, come to a club and stay for him for 2-3 years, not a year. When you come to a club and you're like, well, what do I do in a year's time? What do I do in a year's time? Which is, it's a bit weird if we're going to sign Jamie Vardy on a 1-year deal. I mean, how much would he be worth? Around 20, 30 million? I don't know. I mean, there is one Leicester player I would definitely like, and that is Tielemans, but I don't think that we'll get him. I'd probably go to Arsenal. So what does Rahul say? Ronaldo's not the problem, but at this moment I would like him to leave because I think it's good for football. Any top player should not be here at the moment. Yeah, Exactly. I'd like him to live as well, just to. I don't know if it is true that he's ruining the morale. Well, then I think he should go. But I don't know. It's not all his fault anyway. You know, someone else has to take a bit of blame for it. If it's the Glazers, Ten Hag, any player. You can't all throw it on in Ronaldo's face. But yeah, Vardy. I mean, I don't know why we'd want Vardy. I mean, are we? That's a bit weird, isn't it? Like, I mean, there's Jonathan David, there's Osimhen, there's 6'7" German plays in the German league, I think. Plays for Salzburg, I think. Or is it? Yeah, I think it's no, it's not. Oh, Sesko plays for Salzburg. He plays for Stuttgart. Benjamin Sesko. But Vardy on a 1 year deal, I don't think I'd really be happy with that one. I think it'd be a bit of a weird one. I mean, do we want Vardy? Do we see anything that we like in Vardy? Are we fascinated on him? Do we want Vardy? Do we like? Okay, all right, I'll take Vardy. You know, I'll happily take him. I mean, I don't want Vardy. A 1 year deal, spending about 20 million on a player that's a 1 year deal. I mean, that's a bit stupid. Like, it is a bit stupid. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't have a, as I said, I can't have a say in these transfer windows. But Vardy is a player I don't want. Maybe a stupid signing to say the least on a 1 year deal. It'd be another desperate signing. The Vardy deal is a joke. I would classify it as Arnautovic if this happens. I hope that fans protest taking a washed away Leicester player. Is that our standard? How the mighty have fallen? I know. I don't. That's why I don't want Vardy. Like, that's just a desperate signing. Vardy is literally a desperate signing, and I do not want Jamie Vardy at this club. I don't know why. Yeah, I would classify it as an Arnautovic. He is washed away, Vardy. He had the year Leicester won the title. I would have taken Vardy off their hands then, but now he's not good. Ian Acho is Leicester's, starting striker now most of the time. Vardy's most of the time. Every time I watch Leicester play, he's always injured, so he's injury prone. It's definitely a dangerous team to get Vardy. I don't know how much he's worth. So Rabiot and Vardy would be two rubbish signings, and it'd be another crap transfer window. And I mean, there's like a few weeks left now of this transfer window, and we're still looking for crap players, and Vardy and Rabiot, who are literally washed and not good players anymore. Like, can someone explain to me why we are getting Vardy? Can someone? I don't know why we are getting Vardy. But yeah, Erik ten Hag, next bit of news. Erik ten Hag wants two midfielders this window, with hopes that Adrian Rabiot deal will be done in time for the Liverpool game next Monday. If the Rabiot deal is done or not, he's not going to improve us. Let's be real here. If the Rabiot deal is done tonight, tomorrow, and he's ready for the Liverpool game, it's not going to improve us if he plays the Liverpool game. He's not. He's not going to improve Man United one bit. He's not. Like, he's just not. Like, I don't know why we are getting Rabiot. Like, I don't see anything in him. Why not get Kalajdzic? I would even splash the money to buy a Cardi at least. We know these are players with good traits to work with according to our standard. I'd like Kalajdzic, 6'7", young, but he has potential, in fairness. I just not want Vardy. Like, that's just a bad signing if you ask me. But we're United, and that's how we do things. So yeah, it's not exciting to say the least. But yeah, other bit of news: Barcelona. Arwan Bissaka and Diogo Dalot are among the names on Barcelona's shortlist for the right back position. Says Gerard. Well, this is a player that said the Young deal was 99% done, 95% done. Gerard Romero. I mean, I'd rather get rid of Juan Bissaka. I mean, I watched a lot the other day against Brentford. I sent him out on loan. I mean, I'm hoping it was a bad game for the lot, but the way the lot played the other night, I'd send him out on loan. Juan Bissaka, I don't think he's going to get any game time this season unless the lot gets injured or whatever. So I'd sell Juan Bissaka. I think his time is done. I do think Wan-Bissaka's time is done at the club, which is a shame. But I do think Wan-Bissaka's time is done. But the lot also, there's a lot of improvement there for the lot as well. He has to improve because, again, Brentford the other night, when we lost 4-0, there's a lot of players like that every week. We have to sign a big and a good right back. Like Denzel Dumfries, for example, he'd be a good show. But yeah, I don't know. But Manchester United have decided to sell James Garner and they value him between 15 and 20 million pounds. Nottingham Forest and Tottenham are interested to Samuel Luckhurst. Everton, Southampton, and Leeds have all shown interest in Garner. Tottenham have also watched him. A departure will only take place if it makes sense for a player and club. And I think getting rid of James Garner would be a big mistake for Man United. I do think selling James Garner will be a big mistake. And whoever he does go to, I don't know. Whoever James Garner, if he does leave, whoever gets him has a good player on their hands. But I don't know. Getting rid of James Garner will be a big mistake. I do think it'd be a big mistake. He's a good player. Look what he did with Nottingham Forest last year. In fairness, he had a good year. He got the goal to send them to the Premier League in the playoff final against Sheffield. So I don't know. Rahul, please sell them both. They aren't good. They aren't United quality. The lot is like good enough for me. I've seen enough. Even loan could be speculative. The lot on loan could be okay, I guess. Yeah, both of them aren't really good. But yeah, James Garner, I don't know why we'd sell him. I'd love to give him game time. He's probably better than McTominay. Fred, would we call him a DM anymore? If we do, well then he's probably better than Fred as well. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of getting rid of Garner. I'd love to see Garner get a bit of game time. Obviously he didn't get pre-season. He didn't get enough game time, which was a bit of a shame. But I'd give James Garner. I personally, I wouldn't sell James Garner. I think getting rid of James Garner would be a big, big, big mistake. I do think if we do get rid of James Garner, that'd be a big mistake, and that'd be a big move made as well by Ten Hag if that does happen as well. I hope not, but it'd be a big mistake if we do get rid of Garner. And as I said, the club, if he does leave, which would be a shame, the club who gets him has a good player on their hands. I don't know. 15 to 20 million pounds is what he's worth. I'm not looking at, that could be 20 million. That could add to our transfer budget. I'm looking at, no, keep Garner. Give him game time. He's better. He has to be better than McTominay. I guess United. Akinola says, I guess United made a mistake sending Ethan Laird out on loan. He should stay instead of the lot. He was poor defensively. Well, Ethan Laird as well. If he stayed, I don't think he would have got the game time. If Laird stayed, I don't think he would have got the game time. So the loss still would have been out there splashing, giving other teams goals. Rahul Garner is a really sad story. The fact that we haven't even given him any game time and decided to sell him is very bad. And I hope Ten Hag would have given him that chance. Well, I hope Ten Hag still gives him that chance, Rahul. I hope Ten Hag still gives him that chance because he does deserve a chance. Everyone deserves a chance, but I don't know. According to Rangnick, they definitely would have threw Garner out there. With Ten Hag, according to Ten Hag, he's not really interested in selling and keeping Garner. But Garner deserves game time. He really, really does deserve game time more than. There's no harm in trying. We're getting Rabiot when you have Garner there. Give Garner a chance. Just give him a chance. The game against Brentford on Saturday would have been a good chance. Give him a chance. But no, we didn't. We brought on McTominay, so I don't know. Now we're going to talk a bit about Frankie de Jong. Manchester United's offer for Frankie de Jong has expired and he has refused to join them. Man United will prepare a new offer for Frankie de Jong to meet the needs of the player. Marcel van der Kraan has said, I have heard from very strong sources that Man United's offer for Frankie de Jong has expired. New negotiations will have to begin. They will have to make a new construction to fulfill the economic wishes of the player. So de Jong doesn't want to come to us. He's literally said it. And The offer for De Jong has expired. He has refused to join. He has refused to join Man United. So we're thinking to ourselves, okay, let's go for him again. That's like getting a punch in the face and then texting him later on and say, "Do you want to be best friends again?" Like that's like getting in the. I don't know. It's just I don't know why we're doing that. I mean, it's like we've been rejected once and now we're going back to the same girl again. I don't know what the hell's going on. Rahul says, I don't think Garner will play. I think it's the end of the road at United for him, and that's very sad considering he is a CDM. We can rant with the Glazers all we want, but the manager has to take the blame. Yeah, definitely. I just think Garner deserves game time, but yeah, but Frankie De Jong, the deal has expired, so no one's accepted that, and we're going for him again. Which I don't know. I don't know what is going through the negotiation team's head. I really don't know what is going through their head. I'd love to know what's going through their head, but by the looks of it, they don't want. They're going to keep fighting for Frankie De Jong, but like I don't think you realize we do not want. I don't want Frankie De Jong. He'd improve our midfield very well, but I don't. I wouldn't want them. He's refused to come to us. So why would we get a player that doesn't? Why would we sign a player that doesn't want to come to us? And I don't think he's happy at Barcelona either. I mean, if he was going to go to any team, he'd probably go to Chelsea. But Chelsea are looking to buy Everton's Anthony Gordon, so that could, give us a chance. They could back off Frankie, but then I don't know how much Chelsea have to spend in this window, so I can't say. But if we do get Frankie De Jong, I think it'll be ridiculous. It's been going on since June, late May, early June, and we're in 15th of August, and we're still going for Frankie De Jong. The saga has continued, and I reckon if you don't get him this summer, it'll continue all the way through to next summer. It will. And the January transfer window as well. I don't know. Rahul says De Jong is just a confusing deal, but I have always said that I hope United go for it till the end and just back off. We are losers, we can't be choosers. De Jong will come, play well, and fans will forget. Well, I hope that's one thing, but I mean, Ronaldo, he could play well for us and could still, have an effect on the dressing room. So I don't know what to think. I don't know what more news will come out. I mean, it's been a bit of a weird transfer window. I mean, if I had to rate it, 2, 3. Personally, I'd rather give it a 2 or a 3. But I don't know. We're still going for this De Jong deal. And listen, I know, beggars can't be choosers, but we have to just think, okay, right, we're not gonna get. Well, I would have like if you got De Jong July, I would have been like, right, that's that deal done. Let's move on. Like we've literally said that. Like we've literally said a while. Someone said it. A journalist said, "Man, I aren't going to sign anyone until they get the all." We've got 3 players since then. We could have got the players we wanted earlier in the window. Like the window's nearly over. There's 15 days left or so of the window. It ends at the end of August, we're on the 15th. So it ends in about two weeks or so. So Manchester United, you have to be careful. You really, really do have to be careful what you do. Beggars can't be choosers. Very true. But yeah, we have to be careful on what we're doing and what we're looking at. Because as long as like De Jong's probably laughing at us, he probably listen. I don't know. Like Barcelona aren't giving they promised De Jong wages or something like that, and he still hasn't got them. He's not lowering his wages at Barcelona, so literally Frankie De Jong is having no luck at Barcelona, going to Chelsea, going to Manchester United. He literally hasn't got luck anywhere, and we're still here. And Manchester United are the only club going for him. The thing is about Frankie De Jong, he doesn't want to come to us, but we're still going for him. So we're literally the only club. Chelsea are interested in him. I think he probably preferred to go to Chelsea because we have Champions League football. I reckon if United had Champions League football, we would have gotten Frankie De Jong, but we don't. So Chelsea do. Chelsea have Champions League football, so he's like, I want to go there. That's where the money's at. Europa League football, no. Not really. The things, what's the hill? The thing is that at this point in time, there are no players as good as De Jong available. So even if there is an outside chance of getting him, we should go for him. But that doesn't mean we stall. Exactly. I mean, he is probably a good midfielder, one of the best players out there. So we have to. If we get him, happy days. He can improve our midfield. I just hope he doesn't bring bad vibes with him. I hope he can improve. I hope he can do well, and I hope he do. I hope he get the deal done. But it depends how much we're going to get from him. I don't want to overpay for Frankie de Jong because I don't think overpaying for a player. I mean, he played in Europa League last season. Well, he did Champions League, and Barcelona came third in the group stages. So I don't know if Manchester United had Champions League football, would he have came to us? Would have Frankie de Jong have came to Manchester United if we had Champions League football? Probably more than likely, because Chelsea has Champions League football, and I'd say Chelsea are interested in them. So Chelsea could be like, well, De Jong could be like, well, they have Champions League football, so I want to go there. That's where the money's at. The players, if the players interested, they're literally like, what are they? Do they have Champions League football? No. Are they in Conference League? No. Are they in Europa League? No. Champions League? Yes. Are they? And then, or Champions League? No. Conference League? No. Europa League? Yeah. So like, no. Chief Teco, counter coach, bench Maguire. I think I meant to say. I don't know, man. I don't know why he's not benching him. I really don't know why he's not benching him. I'd love to know why he's still at the club, to be brutally honest with you. Rahil says, I actually agree with this one as well, Rahil. But I feel Fabio Reyes is a good backup choice at the end of the day. We can sign both Young and Reyes without a CDM, they both will fail. So Ten Hag needs to wake up fast and sign someone as a CDM. Yeah, I agree with you, Rahil. I really, really definitely agree with you. But yeah, I don't know. Let's hope we can sign Young quick and get a few more signings. But yeah, that has been the news show. We're probably back live tomorrow. So make sure to like, comment, hit that subscribe button, and follow our socials: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, everything. And subscribe to our YouTube channel on the road to 450 subs. Thank you all for watching, and I'll speak to you all in the next one.